Hello there, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome to the Worldwide With You channel. In this video, I am going to convince you to try different foods. I'm going to show you one of my favorite dishes ever, pho, and I'm going to try and convince you to try not only pho, but also to try other dishes. But before I get into the video, a quick introduction. This channel is all about different countries and cultures. We love stuff like that, and it seems as if you do as well since you clicked on this video. So if you like content like that, please hit the subscribe button. I post videos twice a week. So yeah, let's get into the video. As I mentioned, I want to convince a lot of people out there to be less picky and try different foods. There's a lot of people out there who just based on how things look, how things maybe smell, they don't want to try it. And I don't really think that's a very good habit. I understand that sometimes you can't really help it. But basically, yeah, I just want to convince more people. I want to convince you to try different food. And specifically, I'm going to trying to convince you to try pho if you haven't already. So before I get into the video, what is pho? Pho is basically a Vietnamese dish. It's kind of like a chicken noodle soup. Well, there's different types of phos out there. I usually get the chicken one, but it's a noodle dish and it's super delicious. So in this video, I actually went to a pho restaurant with my family, and I am just showing you the process of, me first mixing my pho together, the different ingredients that are in the pho. You have the noodles, some jalapeno peppers. I use some hoisin sauce, and then I also like it spicy, so I usually add like a chili sauce in there as well. So yeah, to be honest with you, when you're looking at it, it doesn't look super amazing. If you're not used to stuff like this, you're gonna look at it and be like, what is this water? But don't judge food just based off of how it looks. I always suggest that you should try it and give it a chance, and you may fall in love with it. I actually really love pho. Funny story, when I was pregnant, I was really craving pho to the point that I actually went to like a restaurant and got pho takeaway, and which, by the way, it wasn't as good. I always recommend to have it, fresh. But yeah, I just going back to the purpose of this video, I feel as if there's a lot of people out there who don't want to try other foods that they're not used to, who judge other people's foods. I think it all goes back to what I mentioned in my previous video, thinking that your culture is superior. Food is part of culture, right? And some people are just stuck on what they're used to eating, and anything else that doesn't look like what they're used to, they frown upon and they think is super weird. I really pride myself on someone who will try anything, almost anything. There's probably like maybe a handful of things that I wouldn't eat, but I will try anything. I don't even know when I started eating pho as an African girl, but I just really fell in love with it. It's so delicious. It's so filling. I don't even know how to explain the taste. Like, you have to go and try it yourself. The noodle is delicious. The broth is so good. I always get the chicken one. It just feels so good. Like, it fills you up. It's yummy. For my African girls out there, my African people out there, it's kind of like pepper soup, but like Vietnamese pepper soup. You can make it really spicy. It's just so good. And if I had just looked at it and said, okay, this looks different, this is not what I'm used to, I'm not going to try it, I would have never known how delicious this thing is, So yeah, just don't look at something and think, okay, I'm not going to try it just because of how it looks. Another thing too is that some people will ask you, what is in this? I never ask people what's in this when I'm trying something new, because sometimes just based off of what they tell you, you might get turned off. Obviously, if you have like religious reasons or health reasons, please go ahead and ask. But it's really a pet peeve of mine when people start asking you what's in this. Like, I mean, it's food. Like, you want me to list every single ingredient? Again, if it's for like allergy reasons, yes. But if you're doing this just to kind of pick apart the food, don't do that. Just try it. Like, you never know, you might really like it. So yeah, this is me here just enjoying my pho on this Sunday. I mean, I always get the large size, and this was just so good. I was out with my family. My husband was holding the baby, so I could really actually enjoy my meal. And as you can see, I am really enjoying my pho here. I don't eat it the way that you're supposed to eat it. There's a proper way. This is how you're supposed to eat it. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm using my fork. I'm using the ladle to sip on the broth. But yeah, it's just so good. I really, really enjoy it. I don't know, and if I'd never tried it, I would never know how wonderful this meal is. So yeah, just eating my pho. My son was with me. He was sitting next to me. He was having some beef satay, and he wanted to try the broth. So I gave him the broth, and he really liked it. My daughter also got some of it. So yeah, this is a very, very delicious soup. Please, check it out. Please try it. It's so good. Don't just look at the noodles and say, oh, you won't know until you try it how amazing this dish is. It is just so good. So please, I highly, highly recommend that you try it. So after all that eating that I did, you would think that, this would be finished by now, right? No, it wasn't. So this is just me pulling the camera back and showing you. That's my husband's, bowl. But yeah, I just wanted to show you, no matter how much I ate, there was just so much in there. So it's really filling and it's so delicious, Usually after having pho, I'm, very stuffed for a couple of hours. So I like to get the pho ga, that's the name. And that's also another thing. I like to honor things and call them what they are. So the menu, it's pho ga, and that's what I got. It's like chicken. It has the noodles in there, jalapenos, and then what else? Lemon. You can put some lemon. You can squeeze some lemon in there, some hoisin sauce. And then I always do a chili paste. My husband does a different sort of chili, but I really like the flavor of the chili paste. As you can see here, I'm wiping my mouth and my nose quite a bit. I'm chugging on some water because it can get very spicy. I'm surprised I was able to keep on my jacket in this case. Because it can get pretty hot, but I really, really enjoyed this meal. Every bit of it, honestly, it was worth every penny. With the chicken in there, the chicken chunks, and just the noodles. Just so delicious. And just to give you guys some background on my diet, I should have mentioned this at the start of the video. I am an African girl. I'm from Sierra Leone, so my primary diet is Sierra Leonean food, which primarily consists of rice. We have a couple of, soups and things like that. But I'm not Asian at all. I mean, obviously I'm not Asian here. But yeah, it's so anyone can do this. I guess I'm saying this to say anyone can do this. No matter if you're American, if you're Spanish, you're English, whatever your nationality is, it's definitely possible for you to try another culture's food and fall in love with it and enjoy it. So don't think, oh, it's because it might be, I don't have any reason to be so much in love with this dish, but I just, I tried it. And for me, I always say good is good. If it's good, I'm going to know it's good and I'm going to enjoy it. It doesn't matter what culture, what country, or what tribe it's coming from. So yeah, just me here continuing to enjoy my meal. It was so amazing. I mean, I ordered a large on this day, and it was kind of like an endless bowl. I just kept eating and eating and eating, and I'm going to finish my meal. That's one thing about me. I am always going to finish my meal. So yeah, I just kept eating. As you can see there, I have the noodles, the chicken. Here's me grabbing my ladle again to, get some of that delicious broth in. So after all that eating, I finally actually got to the end of it. Obviously, there's a little bit of pieces still floating around in the broth, which I am you're gonna see me eat that. You're gonna see me eat that. But so yeah, I finally did get to the end. So usually after I've finished all of the noodles, I like to just kind of spend some time enjoying the broth. It's very soupy. If you're the type of person that likes soup, this is kind of just sipping on some soup, very nice and warm, very delicious flavor. So I always spend some time, getting my money's worth and just enjoying the broth afterwards. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. As you can see, towards the end, after I'm finished with the noodle, it's just now the broth and then any chicken or any little floating pieces or anything in there. But yeah, just so delicious. I mean, as you can tell, no one is forcing me to eat this. And yeah, the purpose of this video, as I said, is I wanted to convince you to do the same. And I am pretty sure that after seeing this video and after you watching me eat this, I'm sure you're going to try pho. So please do go ahead and try pho. And if you love it, please come back and let me know that you love it. Please comment down below. I'm pretty sure that you're going to love it. But if you don't, that's fine as well. So I'm so greedy. Not only am I eating my meal, but I'm having some of my son's beef satay as well. So yeah, but again, I just want to encourage everyone out there to try different foods from different cultures, spice up your life a little bit, honor other people's meals. I mean, this restaurant, they know my family. We don't go all the time, but we've gone a couple of times. And, whenever we go, we just really enjoy the meal and finish everything off our plates, etc. So I just want to convince you to do the same. And yeah, so after all that eating, I finally said, okay, I'm going to give up. So I did. Anyways, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I post videos twice a week, all about different cultures and countries. If you love stuff like that, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video. Thank you so much. Bye.